So one question after you understand the accounts receivable financing process is why use SouthStar Capital over a different factoring company?
So I think here a couple things we want to bring to light and we want to talk through with you guys is this. Number one, we think outside the box. So it's easy if you are a factoring company and all you look at is there's an invoice, we're going to advance some certain amount of that invoice, and we're going to be picky, we're going to choose stuff only inside of that box, and you need money, and all this thing is about is money, and there's a transfer of money back and forth. The things that we do different is we're in relationships. So we're looking for long-term relationships with our clients. We're looking to build a relationship such that we know if our client gets stronger and stronger, they're going to eventually grow to a banking relationship. Banks give us referrals because they know at some point in time that client can come back to them. We are not in relationship with the deposit base, so we're not in any conflict with the banks. We're generally going to do a piece of business that a bank wouldn't do anyway. So the difference between us and say other companies out there is number one, we underwrite, we make our own decisions. We're not funded by bank lines. We make our decisions locally. We can do a deal outside of the box. We can look at additional collateral. We can look at combining a PO facility and a factoring facility. We can look at an equipment facility and a factoring facility together. We find ways to put deals together that help businesses grow.
Exactly, and I think to encapsulate all that is we're able to take that client and their immediate needs. Sometimes it's a Friday afternoon and somebody didn't pay or didn't do what they were supposed to do, and they know that us being in a relationship with them, they can pick up the phone and we can work to find some means to an end there when we're in a relationship with those clients. And I know we've hit on a relationship a lot, and a lot of people up front say, well, just let us prove it to you. And I've seen that happen time and time again, where we have some apprehension. They don't really understand AR financing. They don't understand our company. We're outside the box. We keep saying that we're going to do all this, but there's not one client that I know of that after 30 to 45 days says, you really, really have helped take the stress off of me. I don't have to worry about payroll on Friday. I don't have to worry about paying my taxes on a certain day. I have the cash flow that I need so that I can focus on my business and grow it. And I think that's something super important in this economy, where you can take your mind off of where your cash flow is coming from or who's not going to pay you and who is going to pay you, and really focus in on what you're doing and really work on those bids and work on those projects into a completion.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you do what you do well. You produce some form of product or provide services. Let us do the rest of it. We will pre-screen all of your debtors. We will make sure the people that you're going to work for will pay. We can help create the invoices if you want us to. We're going to aid in the collection process. Generally, when you get involved with us, the time that it takes your debtors to pay, let's say on average was 45 days. When you get in business with us, usually they know that it's a more professional firm that's going to be more actively involved in making sure that the receivables are paid. That turn usually comes down to probably 30, 35 days. So we do a really good job at maintaining a relationship with your debtors without upsetting the apple cart, but lowering the fees. One misconception that we get all the time is that our clients think that we want the receivable, the invoice, to stay out there as long as possible so we can make as much money as we can on an invoice. And in fact, it's just the opposite. We like to see our portfolio right now turns in about 28 days. We like to see most of our invoices turn in 25, 30 days. If they turn in 7 days, that's just that much better. We don't need to have anything out there for a long period of time to make our funds. We're looking to give you short-term working capital matched up with your short-term working capital needs.
I think one thing I'd like to touch on with that is that even though we can turn their day sales outstanding or their outstanding AR days down, is that if it's a 60 or 90-day account and we understand that going into it, we'll work through that. We'll work with you and your debtor. I mean, some of these contracts that are coming out now are 90 days. They say that 60 days is the new 30. Everybody used to be waiting on the mailbox at 30 days, and now it's 60 to 75. So we'll work through that, understanding that relationship with your debtors, and work to get you paid quicker.
Yeah. Bottom line is, don't get caught up in what you currently have. Give us a call. Out of the box, we'll put together a facility for you.